Well, I can't lie about the time anymore. We'll be talking about that in a minute. Anyway, what was I going to say here? I was busy this morning. Maybe some of you already know. How many of you, I wonder, watched The Fox in the City? Yeah, I was busy doing that instead of this. I gotta make a change here, apparently. Good thing I can dub out the dead spots. Alright, now where were we here yesterday? Alright. That's okay. We'll trim that up later. Yeah, back to normal. Okay, let's just quickly talk about this and then we won't talk about it anymore. You'll notice here it says 31.9. Okay, well that's the temperature outside right now in the shade. It's actually quite warm. I'm going to have to find a different place to put the sending unit. Right now it's outside in the shady side of the house, but the sun is going to be coming around there very shortly, and it's going to change it. Now, what this clock has in common with this watch is that it tunes in a radio station at midnight and sets itself, it zeroes itself to the exact time. You'll notice right up here, there's a little, what's supposed to represent a little tower with a little radio signal emanating out of it. That means that at midnight last night, it did actually get the signal and set itself, same as this watch did. Anyway, it's amazing technology we have. So the idea is, at a glance, we'll be able to see what is the temperature outside right now. It's going to be more interesting, I think, in the wintertime when when it says minus stuff. Anyway, here at the model table, it's 23.8, and just for the fun of it, I'm going to see if I can reach across and get my other thermometer here. Okay, the other thermometer, it says 23.5. So that's pretty close. You know, what do we got there? That's a difference of 3/10 of a degree difference. So it's probably pretty accurate. Now, I was noticing that up until early this morning when I was chasing after the fox, that I had the sending unit right beside this, and they were only out. There's only a difference of 1/10 of a degree. So I'm going to assume that when it says 31.9, you know, that's pretty close. Now this is Celsius, but that's okay. Anyway, let's get on with model making here. We got a bunch of gussets to put on. Oh, and by the way, one of the viewers informed me that yes, that's what they're called. They're called gussets. Okay, let's get going. Okay, now photo edge A14 kind of has me a little bit worried, and here's why. When we put these on, yeah, we're going to get them stuck on there, but this piece has to be flipped over and go onto a part that's already on the ship. I can envision what piece that is. I actually remember doing it, and it will fit. It's actually this part right here is going to be supported in 3 places: here, here, and right here. Now, where this gusset comes back against the bulkhead on the other piece, what if I accidentally get this gusset glued in place too far back so that all three areas can't fit together, and I have to try and do some kind of trimming on the gusset without actually breaking it off. It would actually be easier. I know that it shows that you put it on now, and it could be that if you put the, let me just turn this a little bit here. Okay, so if I put this gusset on so that the tip of it, you might say, is right up against the edge here, then it could be that it's going to be okay. But there's really no way of knowing until a person actually goes to glue it in place. And as far as painting them goes, I was kind of all concerned about the fact that I had to do the ultrasonic cleaning thing, and somebody was suggesting, well, you could use some kind of cleaner for it. I can't think of the name of it. I can never remember the name of that. It's right beside me. Where's that can? Acetone, for goodness sakes. I can't remember the name acetone. I don't know why. Okay, so, whoops. Okay. Now I'll put the macro lens on. You can't see it right now, but there is like a little channel there that this thing is going to sit in. So I'm just going to recompose everything here. Okay, I'm looking at this now with my stronger glasses, ones that I fixed up earlier this morning, and the way the light is hitting on it right now, like the spotlight is shining down on it, and it almost appears that there is grease or something on there. I did try to scratch it a little bit a moment ago to see if there was maybe some kind of gum or something right there. I'm just wondering if maybe I should take out a few minutes here and clean these off. As Mark said, are we even going to see these? You know what? That in all likelihood, the only way you would see this is if you looked at the hull from sort of underneath, if you know what I mean, looking up at it. And nobody's going to be doing that, at least not when it's in the case. So I'm just sort of thinking out loud here. Do I take the time and I don't know. Okay, something happened just now, other than you can see that they're glued in place. Yeah, I very, very meticulously took my applicator and put CA thin along in the channel, and then took the tweezers and put them in place, and was so pleased with myself at how well it went. And then I realized I did not press record, and that's the second time at least this week that I've done that. That's kind of disconcerting. Now I know it's not the first time I've done that. I mean, it's just that, it's disconcerting, that's all. Okay, these pieces here, A18 and one A19, they go right up here against this leg of the tripod. You can actually see the little grooves that they're going to, go up against. Now these ones here, we know where the base of it, or whatever you want to call it, is going to be, because the tripod leg is already there. Now I don't know if I can position everything so I can show this being done. It's sort of a challenge to me, and then go to a lot of work to set everything up and forget to push record. You can see where I sort of get a little bit upset, but it's not the end of the world, right? Now, there's something that I was just remembering that I'd said at the very beginning of this episode, and I think it went something like, I can't lie about the time anymore. Well, I don't think I ever actually lied about the time. What may have happened is I might have said something to the effect of, when I was doing a shot, late in the evening, I would have talked about yesterday's episode. Well, that's because it was going to air tomorrow. And if I was to say today's episode, it would be kind of confusing. Now, I know we've sort of went through that, but I just wanted to let you know I have never lied about the time. If I was to say it was 2:27 in the afternoon, it would actually be 2:27 in the afternoon. Let's just do a dry run here. That seems to line up pretty good. Okay. Just check my screen, make sure I had record press this time. Now we can reinforce it later. There. Okay, A18. Supposed to go right here. I did not do a dry run. So, see how it's gonna go here. Whoops. Have to try and get this angle just right. Okay, I think it's supposed to go like that. It's supposed to angle at the same trajectory, or whatever you call it, as the tripod post. Okay, we'll just let that cure. And what's this little thing floating around here? Okay. Yeah, I think that's going to be all right. Okay, I was outside a little while ago when I was talking to my neighbor, and he was saying that a few places here in Manitoba, like Manitoba is a province in Canada, we set records for an all-time high today. And I believe it was pretty warm out there. Well, it's 34.4. Now I found a place to put my sensor. And yeah, it's actually right beside the other one for the thermometer that's beside my computer. And anyway, I'm going to have to wrap this up, folks. Thanks for watching, everybody. And all being well, we'll be seeing you tomorrow.